Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for any signs, a collective reading, and any sign that you may be thinking of. Please use this reading to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. Let's call in our spirit guides. Let's see what they have for you today. Let's see what loving messages they want for you. Spirit, I call upon you for messages that are meant to be heard. What is it that is coming towards us? Who is coming towards us? Clues and evidence or feelings? What is this connection going to look like or feel like? I am listening for you now. I have mice, loss, worry, stress. What's coming into me is the two mice. Okay. It's like, yes, we all have stress. We all have worries. We all have loss, and we all have difficulties in our lives, but there's two of us, and it's the sense of I'm not doing it alone. And it's a sense of I have somebody to talk to. I have the person who is there for me, that when I have a stressful day, I have somebody to walk through the door and just kind of unload for a minute, and that person says everything's going to be okay. But there's two of them is how it felt. So whatever worries we have, I feel like you won't be doing it alone. I have a significant man, okay, the number 28, so divine masculine energy, significant, I like, husband, masculine, they're saying. I have a bird cage, limitations, feeling trapped. I don't want to feel trapped. Now, that could be something that you struggle with, or that could be something that you aren't willing to give up your freedom. You're not willing to give up your independence. You don't want to give up your home. So that could be something that's just part of your boundaries. And certainly you don't want to be trapped emotionally by anybody. So if that's something you know about yourself, you're not going to allow it to happen. So, but it could be connected to your own limitations, like these are my boundaries. And I have a lightning, shock, disruption, and awakening. Is this person waking up to their feelings? You could have somebody in your life that has been struggling with, I don't want to be trapped. Maybe they have been pushing away this connection because they don't want to be bound to somebody or held back in any way, or they don't want to give up their independence. They don't want to give up their freedom. I have a house in the bottom of my deck, and I have a key. This feels like somebody is coming forward with this feeling of, I have a sense that I'm going to end up with this person. That's how it's coming into me. It's a key to a new house. I mean, it's kind of a metaphor for, key to my heart, key to the new door, key to a life together. But I'm going to definitely say that this person is starting to have this epiphany about a future together. And so that could be something that you've been struggling with. They don't know what they want. They've decided that now they want a future. Now they see us together. They're saying new home. Okay, a new home, a new life. But I feel like they pushed, I'm going to say no longer pushing this away, something like that, because I feel like they have been pushing this away for a long time. They've been telling themselves, that's not what I want, or I don't want to put labels on it, or why don't we just stay the way we are because it's working, and why change things? But I got to tell you, there's a moment in time that's happening here that either they're afraid to lose you or they just want more. So maybe this is a turning point. I'm going to say a turning point. Yeah, I'm going to say somebody is ready to give up their old life and make a change. I've got an Emperor. I got a Knight of Swords. This person has been holding back their feelings for a while. They could be saying, I care about you, I really love you, but I'm not ready for the next stage. I'm not ready to be in a more formal commitment. This is a big change for them. Something is going to happen in this connection. It could be that they don't want to lose you. And you could be saying, well, I want to be with somebody that wants to be with me. I want to know where I'm going. I want to live with somebody. I don't want to live separate lives. So not that you're backing them into the corner and ultimatum, you're being honest with what it is that you need. So I feel like this person does not want to lose you. I feel like they would be really not happy, struggling with you. They don't want to see this. And I feel like they're going down the path of what it would look like if you weren't in their life. So I think they're going to take the high road. I really do. I feel like there's going to be a moment where they come back to you and they say, okay, I want it all too. I want the house. I see a future with you. I see even a family for some of you. Some of you, this person could be pushing off being with someone because they think it's connected to starting a family. If I'm living with you and we're going to get, have kids and I don't want to have kids, so it could be that they've just been in fear of kind of, having more responsibility in life. But I do feel like this is a turning point for both of you. If it's not here yet, you'll have somebody come into your life that we kind of go through these stages of this person has a tendency to try to keep what they have as long as they have. And the bottom line is they can't have both. They can't have you and have freedom and be single and have all that independence and be in a committed relationship all at the same time. It just doesn't work that way. And, Spirit wants you to be independent and wants you to have, what it is that you want and they want. So we've got to find kind of this in between. The Nine of Wands came into me more as kind of my last relationship, and then the Justice card. So it could have been the last marriage they had difficulty in. They didn't meet eye to eye, Spirit saying it was difficult to get out of. So that trapped feeling could be that they felt trapped in their last relationship, certainly in a marriage. It was hard for them to get out. I have a Lover's card and I have a Nine of Swords. They're afraid to lose you. Okay. They're no longer pushing you away because there's a fear of losing you for the first time. So something could have happened that just crossed their mind. It could be as simple as, I don't know, what's going on in the world, or waking up one day and saying, you know what, you really are the best thing that's ever happened to me. That what am I doing here? Why would I push this away when you make me feel at home and you truly are the person that I'm supposed to be with? So for the person that you have been, I'm going to say, waiting for to cross over, this is it. So some of you have already have this person in your life. Let's get some initials, first initials, last initials. Spirit, please share with me the letter L. I have an S. I have a T. Another L. Letter G. I have a U. The K, an E, Y. There's the key to our new home. I have an N, Z. I have another G. I have an O, and I have an F today. So for those of you that have somebody in mind, okay, so let's see what else they have for you. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you want us to know? Let's get a couple of these messages. Let's see. I have a sweet William flower. Okay. Grant me a single smile. I love that. Sweet William has form and aspect bright, like that sweet flower that yields great love delight. Okay. So, but grant me a single smile. That sounds nice. It could be this feeling of, I love making you smile. And maybe that's all that they need. I love making you happy. You make me happy. People fall in love because of how you make them feel. I love making you smile. It could be as simple as that, that your smile is genuine, your smile is sincere. I have a trumpet. Genetian, power and healing. To get what you love, you first have to be patient with what you have, of course. But power and healing, yeah, the power within you, when you're healed, this love arrives. So that it's a little bit of a feeling like that I had to wait for this love. I had to anticipate this love. Spirit, please share with me anything about this connection. Is physically active. This person's very physically active. That could be a big clue. Likes to use their middle name. So they could be like a junior. So their father's name is the same. So they could use their middle name instead of their first name so that they had a little bit of a different name. They own their own home. I feel at home with you. Beautiful. Has no tattoos. That's a good one. Has a noticeable facial feature. I always see this as facial hair, like a goatee, some kind of facial hair. I have owns a cat person, cat lover. Music will be playing when they ask you out. So music, maybe they always have music in the background. Maybe they don't have TV on. They always have music playing, something like that. Wears a meaningful accessory often. Could be a watch, could be a necklace, something like that they never take off, something that they would never take off. Somebody who may dye their hair. That could be you. That could be them. And let's get one more of these. And has lived in more than one country. Some traveling. I'm going to say traveling even. Not necessarily lived, but has traveled. Has either extensive travel or has experienced traveling. Maybe they like to talk about their traveling experiences. Spirit, give me a couple of more clues. What is it that you want me to know? I have an Aries energy. I have the best friend. You're my best friend. You're my best friend, my lover, my soulmate. I have a Gemini. I have happily ever after. And it does exist. It does happen to a lot of us. I have a Cancer. Capricorn. Let's get one more. And I have a Sagittarius today. So those could be some of the signs that we want to look for. Spirit, what else do you want us to know about this connection? Where are we headed in this connection? This epiphany? Somebody who isn't pushing this love away anymore. Some kind of turning point, I would say. A divine union. Your union is blessed and supported by the divine. This sacred connection brings peace, joy, and a deep sense of purpose to your relationship. You feel blessed. You wake up in the morning and you say, I'm just so grateful that I have this person in my life. I'm so happy that this person came into my life when they did. I have a divine connection. Your connection is divinely guided and deeply spiritual. Trust in this higher guidance and allow it to lead you to a love that is pure, profound, and transformative. So definitely the divine is involved. I feel like you both whether you say that. I don't think we walk around and say this is a divine connection, but I think that we definitely say things to the person we care about that along the lines of, I know you were put in my life for a reason. I think that's something that somebody would say. And I think that, there's no coincidence that I found you. So that's on a spiritual level. And I have a beautiful soulmate connection. A profound and timeless bond links you to your soulmate. This connection transcends lifetimes, bringing a sense of familiarity, comfort, and deep unconditional love. So, have you just met your soulmate? I'm going to say you have. I feel like this person, it took a little bit of a wake up call for this person to realize what they had. I feel like once they started to panic that they could lose you and you're the best thing that's ever happened to them, I feel like that's when they come forward and they're willing to admit their feelings and they're willing to kind of break away from that fighting, the fighting of, I want it all. I want to be single and I want you and I don't want my life to change. But I want everything with you at the same time. So at some point you do have to choose. And I feel like your person is choosing you and they're choosing a life together with you. So this feels really, really good. If it's here in your life, we'll claim it and own it, and we will claim and manifest it as well. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to this channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words, your comments. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, CathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Reminder, I have 2 other YouTube channels. I'll put the links in the description below. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and we will ask Spirit to guide this to you now.